Hello, and welcome to the SALEO Communications Standard Operation Procedure. My name is Walter, and today I'll be taking you through our standard operations procedure to be a daily dispatcher. Our current command staff is Dispatch Director Malik C., Control 100, Dispatch Deputy Director, myself, Walter W., Control 101. We are currently looking for a Operations Commander. We will now move on to the next slide, the dispatch overview. Here in the Communications Department, we strive for greatness. We work and protect the citizens of San Andreas and to protect the deputies and troopers and officers who serve and protect. We are the backbone of all departments and take pride in our work. We strive to protect and truly save lives. We thank you for joining us, and now we will move on to the Dispatch Training Guide, Section 1, Department Structure. Just like all departments, we have a rank structure. This structure is also known as the COC, Chain of Command, which is used to resolve issues. The rank structure is as followed: Dispatch Cadet, Operator 1, Operator 2, and Operator 3. All ranks are to be acceptable dispatcher during all patrols and also to help out dispatchers as needed. We will be moving on to department structures. Communications Department. Senior Operator is eligible for FTO, DTO. You must be a staff rank. Senior Operator 2 is expected to supervise all operators eligible to become a FTO, DTO, and must be a staff member. Lead Senior Operator, acceptable to be acceptable dispatcher during all patrols, expected to supervise senior operators and operators, eligible to become a FTO, DTO, and also must become the staff rank. Now we'll be moving on to the communication supervisors. Dispatch Supervisor, accepted to be an acceptable dispatcher during all patrols, expected to supervise all senior operators and to assure all lead senior operators are doing their daily dispatching duties. Expected and eligible to become a FTO, DTO, and must become a staff member. Please note that the dispatch manager is to be acceptable dispatcher and to supervise all the dispatch supervisors and lead senior operators and senior operators. You must be a FTO, DTO, ensure that the dispatch supervisor doing their daily dispatching duties and their jobs. You must become a staff member, and you are eligible to become a senior staff member. Please note, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you must refer to your FTO or DTO that is training you. Now we move on to our department structure, operations procedure, and supervisor. The operations supervisor is expected to be acceptable dispatcher during our patrols, expected to supervise the dispatch manager, dispatch supervisor, lead senior operator, and senior operator. They are to ensure that the dispatch manager is doing their job. You must be a FTO, DTO, eligible to become a senior staff rank, and may be a part of the recruitment division. Moving on, department structure, communications command staff. Operations commander, expected to assist the communications directors and to supervise and ensure that all operators and senior operators are doing their job. You must be a FTO or DTO and eligible to become the junior administrator. Dispatch Deputy Director, expected to assist the Dispatch Director, help oversee the department, ensure that all departments is running a row. You must be a FTO or DTO. You are eligible to become a junior administrator and read all 1090 and 1093 reports and do as follows. The Dispatch Director is expected to see the department and its operations. We will now move on to 1.2, promotion processes. All discussions about promotions are held within the communications staff. All decisions from the command staff are final with no objection. Only command staff can revise on a promotion. There is a procedure that can boost your promotion. Number 1 is behavior. Respect towards all members is required of SALEO and is the most important. You must handle all patrols and also your behavior is expected. This is also one of the most important things we look for. Patrols. This is something important command staff we will look for. If you are active in patrols and filled out your PAL, also known as the Patrol Activity Log System, this will also boost your chance for promotion. Recommendations. Have you received any recommendation from a SALEO Communications member or just a member of SALEO Communications? This will most definitely boost your chance for a promotion. We will now be moving on to Section 2, Training. Upon approval from the Communications Department, you must undergo a training before you are given the Dispatch Cadet rank. Training sessions are conducted when available and may be created at certain times. Trainings will be conducted by certified DTOs and FTOs at their decision and discretion. They can cancel trainings if something comes up or if they do not have the time. At no point shall you ever ask someone to do your training. We will now be moving on to the DTO in the same slide. In order to become a DTO, you must be a senior operator rank and must successfully pass the dispatch test, as well as permissions from your dispatch deputy director or your director. If you are a FTO and you want to become a part of the dispatch training team, you must fill out an application as well. PAL, Patrol Activity Log System, keeps an active patrols and patrol logs that occur on the SALEO GTA 5 roleplay community. The logs are used for promotion eligibility information and logged into 90 to 93 reports. You can also find the PAL link in the dispatch channel. We'll now be moving on to unit-based traffic slide. When a unit calls in dispatch, make sure that all units are in the correct full location. The primary officer must read a street address numerical closest street before exiting his or her vehicle and making contact with the reporting party. One thing to note is that a dispatch should regularly ask officers to make sure that they are fine. For example, 1A1 dispatch status check. We will now be moving on one slide, specialty calls. Calls such as shots fired, domestic disputes, burglary alarms require at least 2 additional units. It must be assigned to the unit before the primary officer can make contact. This rule applies regardless if the primary officer asks for additional 1032 or not. Advise the unit to stay in their vehicle until the additional 1032 arrives. Please remember that if you dispatch medical, you should and must advise them if that is seen as code for. Priority calls. Priority calls are limited to 1 at a time. A buffer period may be put into effect at the primary dispatcher said patrol's will. If a unit calls in 1 priority and there is already a current priority 1 in progress, we would to tell that unit to 1022 disregard and go back 10-8. We will now be moving on to pursuits. A vehicle pursuit 1080 means that a motor vehicle registered in San Andreas State is fleeing from a police officer vehicle by yielding of overhead lights and sirens. Please remember that pursuits are considered an automatic priority call. We will now be moving on an additional slide. Fire department and dispatching procedures. A fire department is to be dispatched under the following manner. Each time a fire department member goes 1041, 10-8, and under their particular fire station, they are to be dispatched as they have been dispatched under the call and their station number. If a fire department member goes 1041, 10-8 under station 1, they are to be dispatched under the following manner: medic, squad, engine, or rescue. At times may be latter. All members, a part of the fire team that are 10-8 must be in their own channel. If there is a request for more fire members, you may page a volunteer firefighter if he or she is willing. We will now be moving on to requests for pit maneuvers. In vehicle pursuit, the dispatcher should keep a timer on how long the priority lasted. But if it is a 1080, the dispatcher must keep a timer at the time, and if the timer reaches at least 5 minutes, you should inform the primary unit. If the unit is continuing to flee that specific unit of said patrol, the unit may, or specifically may, request a pit maneuver shall be done for requested by the pit maneuvers or the pursuit tactics must be referred to the highest unit of the ranking member who is actively in the pursuit of the suspect. All pit maneuvers or other pursuit tactics have to go through the active dispatcher's said patrol. At no point shall a dispatcher ever grant permission but a staff member to perform a pit maneuver or any accessible operations procedure. We will now be moving on to the next slide. RTO, radio traffic only. Radio traffic only, meaning that if it is a serious patrol, role play is in effect at all times. Whenever a channel has the artistic symbol, the star symbol, it means RTO channel. Breaking RTO can also result in a 1090 or 1093. Also, please note that depending on the past offenses and the severeness of the break, you also may receive an additional 1090 or 1093. Only a staff member or above can give specific instruction to not follow RTO, only by the dispatch training team. You may only break RTO in a non-RTO channel. Channels that do not have the artistic symbols are not RTO channels. We will now be moving on to how to dispatch fire and EMS. Dispatcher says, Station 1, Medic 1, respond code 3, Vespucci Beach, postal code 6132. Apparatus, Medic 1 copy, 1097 code 3. Dispatcher, Station 1, Medic 1, respond code 3 to Vespucci Beach, postal code 6132. Pedestrian reported unconsciousness. The dispatcher will now say, Station 1, Squad 1, Medic 1, respond code 3 to 44 Bay Tree Canyon Road, apparatus, Medic 1, copy en route, 1097 code 3. The dispatcher, Station 1, Medic 1, respond code 3 to 44 Bay Tree Canyon Road for a 50-year-old female reported unconsciousness. Dispatcher, Station 1, Rescue 1, Medic 1, Squad 1, respond code 3 to Great Ocean Highway, Vespucci Beach, Boulevard sign. Apparatus, Rescue 1 copies, Squad 1 copies en route. Dispatcher, Station 1, Rescue 1, Medic 1, Squad 1, respond code 3 to Great Ocean Highway, Vespucci Boulevard. Sign for a suicidal male. Please be advised, PD is 1097 code 3, 1023. Sin is not code 4. How to not dispatch fire. Please note that you may not dispatch fire under the following. Engine 1, Rescue 1, respond code 3 to 1010 Elgin Avenue for multi-story structure fire. Medic 2, Rescue 2, Medic 3, Rescue 3, stage at 990 Elgin Avenue for multi-story structure fire. Please note that the apparatus call signs are based upon the station and that given unit is currently active. We will now be moving on to 4.3, issuing a 10-3 start transmitting. Sorry for the wait. Please note that we are now moving on to 4.3, issuing a 10-3 stop transmitting. A dispatcher may issue a 10-3 at any point in a patrol for any of the following reasons. If there is a lot of radio traffic, and units are breaking over each other over the dispatcher. Units are stepping on radio traffic, and units not obeying RTO. The dispatcher may also issue 1090 and 10.3 when units and calls are getting stacked up, and units are talking way too fast before the dispatcher can put it into cab. Failure by an active 10.3 can also result in a 1090. We will now be moving on to the next slide.
Hey, I'm Diego, Control 721. I'm a dispatch reserve, and I'm also the sheriff from the Blaine County Sheriff's Office. 4.4, issuing a Signal 100, holds all radio traffic except for emergencies. The Signal 100 can be issued under the following scenarios: shots fired, vehicle pursuit, any other large-scale event involving multiple departments. Failure to obey an active Signal 100 will result in a 1090. 4.5, in-game warning, 1090. When units break any rules, a dispatcher or admin and above can issue a 1090 in-game warning. Alright, when to issue 1090. Units talking over each other when calling into dispatch. Units not waiting 5 to 10 seconds after last transmission when calling into dispatch. Failure to obey an active Signal 100/10.3. Self-dispatching, arguing/refusing to respond to a call when asked. Units are not using 10 codes. Next slide. 4.6, kicked from patrol/game, 1093. When units have received 2 1090s and break another minor or breaking major rules, a dispatch may issue a 1093. Whenever you issue a 1093, you are to fill it in your communications PAL system immediately. When to issue a 1093. A 1093 should be given if someone in game has received at least 2 1090s and are continuing to disrupt the flow or process and realism of the patrol lobby, or have argued about the second 1090 given. How to issue a 1093. Pull the offending unit out of the patrol lobby and into a separate channel. Advise them that they must leave the game and not rejoin them for at least 24 hours. Move unit to general lobby or allow them to disconnect, whichever way they would like. Notify dispatcher lead senior operator as soon as possible. Log the 1093 in your PAL immediately. If a unit decides not to leave the patrol after a 1093 is issued, you are to notify staff member or go through the chain of command. Right, next slide, taking 911 calls. People call 911 when they have no one else to call. Dispatchers are the first one to talk to people and need and give to information to the sworn department. That has been requested. When taking a 911 call, you should always start saying 911, where's your emergency, and then ask what is your emergency. You should only be taking 911 calls in the civ channel. At no point in time shall a civilian be in the serious patrol or anywhere except for that dispatcher of said patrol be in the civilian main channel, with the exception of civs. This may change with authorization only by a dispatch command staff member. If this rule is broken, it can result in a 1090. And last slide. An example of that would be operator says 911, what's the location of your emergency? 1111 Elgin Avenue. Uh, Alright, what's going on? There's a person with a gun. Alright, I need to stay calm and get to a safe location, okay? Can you give me a description of the person? No, he's wearing a mask. Alright, stay calm, units are on the way.
Please note that this is the end of the dispatch training guide. We thank you for being part of the SALEO Communications Standard Operations Procedure. Again, at any point in time, you may ask your FTO or DTO to read this for you. If you have any questions, you may also refer back to this. You may now close out as soon as you are ready. You will begin to go over the 10 codes and now go over your test. Have fun, stay safe, and remember that the dispatch department is full of honest integrity, professionalism, compassion, accountability, and respect.